So we played the RE3 remake demo, and we have a lot of thoughts about it. So Kuma, take it away.
First thing first, Joe Valentine. Fucking
Hot.
hot. HAWT! Exclamation point. Hot. um, originally, like the poster or image was pretty misleading. I did. She does not look like that in actual gameplay. So I'm happy if they made changes to what she looks like. So I do appreciate. She looks a lot like the Tomb Raider. What do you think?
Like Lara Croft, the reboot?
Yeah. Something like that.
Kind of. She still looks like Natalie Portman to me.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. And the voice acting, top notch,
really
really
good.
good. Yeah, at least with the English version. I didn't try out the other stuff like the Japanese or anything like that. I didn't try that. I just stuck with
Uh,
the English one.
I think I'm just gonna stick with the English version. It's really good.
I'm wondering, do are we will we be able to play as Carlos later
I
on
don't
in the
know
game?
actually. I never played RE3 like the original one, so I don't know if you
Yeah.
like you know how like Resident Evil 4, like if you beat it, then you unlock the Ada campaign kind of thing. I don't know if there's
Mm-hmm.
a Carlos campaign, but that'd be cool if
Because
there is.
Because I know in the original first game and second game, like the classic Resident Evil, there's a guy and a girl character. So I just don't know about Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, it had those two routes. Resident Evil 0, 1, and 2 had that. And I
Hmm.
think Code Veronica also.
Oh, really? Okay, okay. But so far, I love the visual. It looks so fucking good. Like
It's
it
really
looks gorgeous.
gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great. Um,
I
but
wanted to say like the cutscenes, the animations are really well done. Like
yeah,
them talking, it looks like uncanny valley kind of thing. Like it looks so realistic. Like
okay.
just looking at their mouth movements and everything and then blinking and just doing animations, it just looks it's top notch. Like this is really good cutscenes and I love watching it.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I really enjoy it too. Nothing awkward. You can't really tell
No.
something's out of place. Then let's talk about the gameplay mechanics then.
Yeah, sure. It's a continuation of the Resident Evil 2 remakes control scheme.
Okay.
Um it's a little on the stiff side, but I think two's remake also was a little stiff. Not
Okay.
too. There's some like quality of life I noticed. There's like here and there it feels a little better, but
Okay.
what do you think about it?
Well, because I never played Resident Evil 2 remake, so this is my first time jumping into this reboot. For me, I feel like Resident Evil 6 controller scheme is much more tighter, much more smooth, in my opinion. I felt like it moves better. It like aims better. I don't feel it worked this way in this 3 and 3 remake. It
It
still feel a
feels
little
like a
bit more tanky.
modern. It feels like a modern take on tank controls. Like they're
Oh
like
yeah, okay.
Resident Evil 4. Like it
Yeah,
feels
yeah, yeah, yeah.
slow and
Resident Evil 4.
deliberate. Like
Okay.
compared to like 6. 6 I felt pretty mobile because you could like dash and run, then like roll in, and then you go on your ground on the ground, and then you're on your back and you could shoot on your back kind of thing.
Hmm.
Like the movement was pretty fluid and there was a
Okay.
lot of mobility. This one
Okay.
feels slow and like you if they get close to you, you don't have many options to get away or run away. Like
Hmm.
once they start trying to bite you, they're like you're gonna get bit.
Mm. Well, talking about bits, I got bit so many fucking times. You know when it's there's that action prompt that pops up, right? Toggle this button to like break loose or whatever.
Yeah,
I do it. I always end up getting bitten. I don't like break off. Are you supposed to get
you
bitten
get
or I
bit.
don't get it? Oh, okay. I
It's
see.
a thing. You always get bit unless
Then
you
what's the
have a
point?
knife, and then you can it'll automatically use it.
I mean,
At least in
Jill
two.
automatically has a knife in the beginning, but I always end up getting bit, like completely bitten. Nothing happened, no matter how much I press A.
It was weird because that gave you the option to use the
Yeah.
knife when you get Like when enemies are trying to grab you, then you can use the knife to get away without taking damage.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you play it, you pull out a knife?
No, that was in 2, what I remember. In
Oh, that was
3, I
into
tried to look for a knife prompt, I just got bit. Same thing.
okay.
Same thing as you.
I see. I noticed that this Resident Evil 3 has a dodge button. What do you think of that? 2 didn't have
It's
that, right?
not no, 2 did have it.
Oh, they did have it. Okay.
They did have it. I never found it that useful
Oh,
because
I
it
see.
doesn't give you iframes.
Oh, does it?
It's a short little hop. So
Okay.
it's very
Cause like if
situational.
well, if you time it right, I noticed that when you time it right, it does give you this whoosh, and you
Mhm.
dodge, but nothing else happened. Like nothing cool, no action prompt like how Resident Evil 4, 5, or 6.
No.
Resident Evil 3 does not have no action prompt. Did it? Resident Evil 2 does it have an action prompt?
No. It's just
No.
shooting and use knife. But
Oh, I
there's
see.
no
Okay.
like, Leon wrestling moves, suplexes
Yeah,
and
I
things like
miss that
that.
shit. I miss it. I
Yeah,
was like,
it
I was
feels weird that nobody
yeah,
is using like hand-to-hand combat.
and I was shooting zombies in the legs, hoping they would go down, and they don't go down. They don't.
No, they just
Eh,
get a little stunned, that's it.
Stun. Oh man,
Well, they just stop a little.
I shot these things 3, 4 times in the head. Then they go down. What a waste of bullets.
The thing with 2 and this is going to 3,
You had to run and way, right? You had to run and hide.
well, not
Can't really
that. It's
kill
just like
everything.
when you're trying to go for headshots, just because they go down, they have a good chance of getting back up. Like just shooting him like 3 or 4 times in the head is not a guaranteed kill
Yeah, I got
unless
caught a couple times. It kind of ruined the immersion because I always have to stop, take out my knife, and stab these zombies every fucking time. It gets kind of annoying. It kind of like ruined the gameplay, in my opinion. The design.
what you have to do, but if you get used to it, like for me, my strategy after a while was I put him down or I just try to get him to one side and then I run around him because it's not worth the ammo and I'm trying to think about ammo conservation kind of thing. So,
Yeah. Okay, so hmm.
what do you think about the demo length?
Well, if I did the math, I play like 2 hours. I didn't finish last night. I kind of like stopped midway or near the end, apparently. So I had to replay it again today. Um, but yeah, you could definitely rush through this easily. You could like speed rush it. I feel like you could do that in like probably 10, 15 minutes or
Probably.
less. But the first time playing it, I think it probably take 1 hour if you really search for all the items. Go
You're just
everywhere.
taking your time and
hmm
taking it
And
slow.
and there's also like these collectibles you could break. I didn't
Hmm.
notice it until like midway. Then I just didn't bother with it.
It's the same kind of collectibles from 2.
Okay. And and yeah, I wasn't expecting to see Nemesis so soon. What do you think of that?
He looks pretty terrifying. He just so imposing. And
Oh, he's
also the
scared.
fact
Oh, he's scared the shit out of me. I was like, oh my god, run, dodge. I get
he
like
scared me and then he whipped out his tentacle and then like clotheslined me into the ground and I was like he's
I
just
didn't
jumping
see
around.
that. I didn't see that. I always get hit from behind.
It was kind of cool because he's like if he's trying to run past him something he'll just like take out one of his tendrils and then just like hit you in the neck or the head and then you just
Mm,
like fall to the ground and you try to get back up. But you don't take any damage, it's just like he just slows you down kind of thing.
okay, but
But yeah, he's pretty cool.
I feel like the setup, like the inventory, the health bar, definitely a throwback to the classic games.
Yep.
Definitely. Like everything just looks better, but it's the same thing. Like they really this reimagining. They tweak little things, definitely up the graphic, but everything else basically stay the same. That tank like shooting ish thing, inventory control, the health bar, really classic. So definitely for people, for the nostalgicness of it, I think it's definitely people will appreciate this.
I think also for newcomers, like I think it's still accessible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely for fresh newcomers. But since I started Resident Evil playing 4, 5, and 6, it takes a little bit to some things you gotta just you know get over, like the action prompts, the
yeah,
the how you say it, the easier movement from 6.
yeah. Um, Here's a question: since they're doing the similar style with the Resident Evil 3 remake, would you
Hmm.
want them to remake any other Resident Evil game in this kind of control scheme or like this engine?
Uh,
Or would you
oh yeah,
want them
yeah.
to move on from this after this?
Well, they still got reimagine Code Veronica. That's still part of the series. I feel like they
They do
should do
Code
that.
Veronica, they could do Resident Evil Zero also.
Yeah, yeah. So for Zero and Code Veronica, they should continue that. And then I hear that like doing like 7 again for like Resident
Are
Evil
they?
8, like 7 style. Going back to that.
That's
The
a yeah,
first
we'll talk
person.
about then. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I I played it in VR. I loved it. I thought it was really good, really fun, really scary. But I haven't beat it, so I really don't have much stuff to say about it.
I've never played it. I've only seen other people play it. I'm not sure if another game in that style is what I want because I'm just used to over the shoulder third person shooter kind of Resident Evil. Since I started the same as you. I started with 4. So that's my era of Resident Evil. Not the fixed camera angle, top down like old school Resident Evil 1 kind of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. You might change your mind once you play in VR.
I'll try it sometime when I get a VR set. So you think the demo is good?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good demo.
Yeah,
I
I
think
I
so.
liked it.
I think it
It's
was a good
more
demo.
of what made the 2's remake good. It's just continuing that.
Hmm.
So I'm I'm happy that they very polished. I don't have really any complaints. The only complaints are nitpicks best. It's just the controls could be a little less stiff, but maybe
Hmm.
it's a deliberate choice so you don't feel invincible. Like you can't just dodge out of like zombies grasps. You have to create your distance. There's a very methodical way of doing combat in these remakes, so
Oh, okay.
could be that. But yeah, I
I
think
hope
demo's good.
I hope they throw in a bundle
But
RE2,
2 and
RE3
3,
for the next console. Because this is definitely a must buy for me in physical form.
yeah, definitely worth it for you since you started with 4, so you're familiar with this style, and this is like an updated version of that kind of style. And it's very
Hmm.
atmospheric, very scary.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's if you're on the fence about this game, it's try the demo.
Hmm.
It's not too long. Gotta It introduces you to the world very nicely
Hmm.
and see from there. But I enjoyed the 2's remake. That was actually my favorite game of 2019. I thought that was the best of the year. This year, who knows? There's a lot of high, highly anticipated games, so we'll see.